And welcome back to the Pro Football Challenge Mostly preview show. I am the founder. Let's start with the rivalry game in the desert, where the Seahawks needed to play the full 60 minutes because after having a commanding 20-6 lead with about 7 minutes to go, from there the Cardinals had the ball for a little over 6 minutes and 30 seconds. From there to tie the game at 20. A kickoff then fell short of the 20-yard line thanks to this kickoff rule that they've been doing this year, which led to a shorter field for the Seahawks, which gave them enough time to pull off the walk-off field goal to win 23-20. So, on a side note, thanks for the dubs there, 12s. But anyway, let's go get to the upcoming games at hand, starting with today. It's about 5 o'clock Eastern here, so the first game is going to happen here in about 4.5 hours. So, if you don't mind me, top of the morning to you. I hope this entry isn't trademarked. In this Irish tale, a wise old man confronts a Norseman in a conquest to conquer a pot of gold. I'm picking the Vikings to send Aaron O'Berg back to the Shire empty-handed. I apologize if in advance for that one. So, back to the Commanders and Falcons, where this might as well be an ambulance match as there's 7 players out between the two teams, including stars Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and A.J. Terrell. But I think the Commanders will be just fine in the hands of Marcus Mariota, so I'm picking the Commanders. Look, it's 0-3 on the road against one of the best 3-0 teams. Snap the ball, trample, repeat. Bills win. The Browns look to go back to back in beating dominant NFC North teams. Meanwhile, the Lions took care of a formidable foe in Baltimore last week. So, can Joe Flacco and the Browns tame another beast, or will Motown maul the mutts back to Cleveland? I'm picking the Lions. Rather than making this about two 0-3 teams, this is the annual custody hearing between the parents who divorced in the city of Houston, remarried Tennessee, and somehow still thinks that they still are owed visitation rights with the fans of Houston. I'm granting custody this year to Toro. So from a couple of 0-3 teams to a couple of 1-2 teams looking for their identity, like someone spending way too long in the self-help book area of Barnes and Noble. Instead, we'll try to make this game interesting by calling it a Super Bowl 38 rematch. So I'm picking the Panthers because I have to pick one of these two teams. Hey, remember that 2004 draft day trade that the where the Chargers drafted Eli, only for him not to be happy. They sent him to the Giants in exchange for their draft pick. That when they picked Philip Rivers. Yeah, that's the only interesting part of this game. Jackson Dart may look preseason good, but he's not. Line him up against one of the best defenses in your first regular season start good. Chargers win this one easily and early. So we have a battle of 2, 3, and 0 teams. But this game might suffer a big hit with the loss of Mike Evans due to a hamstring injury. So for me, that makes the pick of the Eagles a bit of an easy one. And for this game, this is a game of pretender versus contender. The Colts may be 3-0, but they are both going against one of the most suffocating defenses in the league, while at the same time missing Alec Pierce and Kenny Moore from the game. So if the Colts win this one, they will prove that they are for real this season. But until then, I'm sticking with the Rams. And in today's episode of Pretenders, we have in the red corner a 3-0 team and a 2-1 team in the blue corner. Neither of them are good as their record. Luckily for the 49ers, they got Brock Purdy back, so I'm picking the 49ers. You know what it is. Mahomes versus Lamar as opposed to the previous games. These are a couple of 1 and 2 teams that are actually better than their record. Only keynote is that is worth mentioning is the return of Xavier Worthy. But until the Chiefs prove that they have their mojo back, I'm picking the Ravens. And you wouldn't know by looking at this game, but the Bears head into week 4 as the number 9 scoring team, while the Raiders are the number 6 team in passing yards. So the big question is now, will this be a shootout or will one team be able to shut down the other? For now, I'm picking the Bears. Man, on this one, you don't need me to hype up this one. It's more than just their rich history. This is Micah Parsons' return to Jerry World. This is revenge. And between that and rebounding from a stunning loss against the Browns, this has a Packers win written all over it. Ooh, look who we have here. The Dolphins will wear their special rivalry uniforms tonight. And that's all I can get excited about for this game between two fittingly 0-3 teams. So I'm picking the Jets. So now on to the better Monday night contest. We'll get to see the 2-1 Bengals, who are looking to see if they even need to switch back to Burrow when he returns. And on the other hand, you've got the 1-2 Broncos, who are trying to prove that they're not the light version of their 2024 team, as they try to bring their record to 2-2, just before taking on the defending Super Bowl champs next week. This week, I'm going with the Broncos. So there you have it, challengers. That's it for our Week 4 mostly review. And the NFL is still trying to figure out how to play football by its own rules. Remember, it's not about winning or losing, it's about pretending to understand the analytics of it. So if you like our content, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep challenging the status quo and questioning the NFL's decisions. Cheers.